Quick one. What's happening with Biden and oil and the Saudis?
Not a good week for him, and I think he came out and said sort of a famous or infamous clip last week that no one F's with a Biden, and exactly that morning OPEC announced that they were going to cut production costs. So it's a little bit of a stub in the eye. I think the White House released a statement in the wake of this production cut saying that we're going to have to reevaluate our relationship with Saudi Arabia. I think those words unfortunately ring hollow unless they come attached with a very serious policy position on amping up domestic production, which the United States is lucky enough to have, rich resources. Turn on the Keystone Pipeline, get rid of the regulations that's stymieing that. Unless there's anything there, nothing much is going to come from this. On the flip side, I think Saudi Arabia might also be rethinking the relationship, where the petrodollar that came out of an arrangement Kissinger brokered in the 1970s that says all global transactions around oil have to take place with a dollar. If they ever move away from that, if that day comes, and it's not inconceivable that it could come, Peta, that's going to be catastrophic in terms of what it means for the dollar and the global economy.
Kosha's exactly right. They're producing only 11 million barrels that the Americans, they should be producing 13 million barrels. That's why there's a shortage, not because of the Saudis.
Climate. That is the climate zealotry. That's the Democrats in the Congress. That's all of these promises made to the left in their country. So he scales back that Trump shale expansion, that energy expansion, to become even more reliant on the Middle East. And then the Middle East, whether it's
he should be doing the opposite with the Saudis. He should be getting them into the Abraham Accords. He should be saying that what MBS did with Khashoggi was a mistake, but it was also a mistake to take away their air defence and take the criticism off the Houthi terrorists in Yemen. I can understand how the Saudis are terrified, like people across the Middle East are, by the Biden administration's obsession with continuing this deal with Iran. The Biden administration and all the women in the Biden administration should be shouting from the top of the roofs to support the women in the streets of Iran. That's the future of the Middle East, not some old-fashioned deal where we give them billions of dollars.
You're not wrong, but this continental issue in the US over energy on their own landmass, as a consequence, have had to make them kowtow to the Saudis, and they're in trouble.
And they've given billions of dollars to the Russians by raising the price of fossil fuels.